I am excited to show you guys Zoho People, the latest version, which is 5.0. We're going to go through this streamlined, secure HR software. I will walk you through it so that you will understand the entirely new user interface, which I happen to love. But then also, next video, I will show you how to set up your Zoho People 5.0. So make sure that you subscribe and that you turn on your notifications. All right, guys, let's get started. All right, so I feel like in order to make sure that this information is processed in the simplest way, we should divide it into the employer/manager view and then employee view. So right now we're going to go through this as a manager or employer and see what Zoho People looks like to that role. Okay, right now this is the home screen that you come to. Yes, it is called MySpace, brings back memories, but MySpace has 3 tabs under it, which right now we're under Overview. Overview has lots of tabs here as well where you can view activities. Let's just go down the list here so you can see what it displays when you first log in. You've got a cute little good morning message, any HR requests that have been raised. Here is a survey. You have the ability to put in surveys and give it a time frame. So if I wanted all of the employees for this week to, answer a survey, I could display it here on this front page. Whenever they log in, they'll see it. And you can assign it to a role, department, and so on. Here we have an FMLA request from Isabella. This is my work schedule. It gives you my shift and then whether or not I was absent, present, how many hours I've worked on each of those days. The upcoming holidays are here. You have the ability to click view all to see all of the holidays. And then just a little message at the bottom letting me know that I haven't submitted any time logs today. All right. Feeds is where you can communicate with team members or the department or the organization right here within Zoho People. If someone has @mentioned you, you will see your it in your feed. If you've @mentioned someone and only sent it to them, they will only see they will see that message. You can also mention an entire team. So as you can see here, I've got a team called IT team. I can write out a message to IT and post. Anyone who is in that department will see this message in their feed. Okay. Any rewards or feedback that you've given to an employee, you will see that here. As you can see, I sent feedback to Isabella. Only she will see that, of course. And then any jobs that are assigned to me and so on. Okay. Profile is all of my information. The person that's logged in, when they click on profile, they will see their own information, of course. So you've got department, seating location, your shift, time zone, work number, a little bio section, your skill sets, which are set or determined by your manager. That will be reflected here. They do have the ability to add tags. And then all the rest of this is just your basic HR information. Okay. Personal details, work history, all of that you will find right here. You do have the ability to decide what you do and don't want to make visible to employees. Under approvals, I can see right here, I do have one approval that I need to either reject or approve for Olivia. Leave is where you'll see your time. As you can see, I have 84 days available for FMLA, none used. If you look a little bit further to the bottom, my paid time off, 14 days, but none used. This is what everyone will see when they log in. They'll see how much time they've used and how much time they have available. And then attendance is, again, whether your schedule, whether or not you were absent, present, and how many hours you worked. This can be viewed here. Time logs, if I submitted any time logs, again, for timesheets. We'll see more of this when we log in as an employee, the time logs, timesheets, and so on. Jobs are entered by whomever, really, and they're tracked, the estimated hours to complete that job, as well as how many hours have been logged to that job. This will show here. You have the ability to click on it to look at the details a little bit more closely. The file section would be a collection of files for me. I have a couple of files that I uploaded just to let you see that you can add files yourself, or an employee can add their own files. But then also files can be uploaded by management or HR and can be viewed here for me, for that person that's logged in. HR process, this is where you would raise an HR process request, like a department change, location change, or designation change for an employee. Career history, if you want to input that information, it would be displayed here. Related data is going to show any employees who are exiting the company, travel expenses, and travel requests. We'll see a little bit more on cases when we log in as an employee. And then related data, again, is going to show you, I think, feedback is the one we didn't go over. This is where I left feedback for Isabella. It will display that here. All right, I can see my reportees here. If I need to see them all, just click on the little more button here or link at the bottom. That is going to conclude the overview. Let me pause for a second there so that you can soak it all in. This is a pretty big application, all right? Lots of sections, lots of places where you can store data. And I want, again, to try to make this as simple as possible. So I'm going to break it down for you. All right, let's get to the next section. Let's dive into the dashboard section. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. It's basically giving me a lot of the same information we just saw on the overview, plus a little bit more. Here I can see there's a birthday today, I think it is. New hires for a certain time frame, the new hires will display. Then your favorites, quick links, announcements. Again, your leave information, how many days you've taken, how many you have left, holidays, tasks. All of that is just listed here. Calendar will show you all of the days that you've worked, days you've been absent, how many hours you've worked. A lot of the same information, then also holidays. All of that is displayed in this one space here in the calendar. Now let's hop on over to the team section. Under My Space, we've gone over all three of those. The next tab is team. As a manager, and this is what I will see for my department. This is the management department. This is the department wall where I can leave messages to the entire department here and see any messages that they leave to the department. We've got the groups. If you have groups set up, I've got an HR group and an IT team that have been set here. You can send messages to and from them. And then any surveys that have been assigned to the department would show here. Over here we've got work anniversaries, if there are any new hires, birthday buddies, if someone has birthday on the same day as you, department files, and then courses. Now under team, this was under team space. Now we're going to go to reportees, and I can see all of the people that are reporting to me. So I've got all 5 here. You will see this little icon if they have team members reporting to them. So if I click on that, Now I am under Lily and I see all 3 people who are reporting to Lily. And then again, I can drill down as far as, there are more people. You can see who reports to whom, and then go back. Okay. Department, well, let's just click on one of these first so you can see. If I click on it, I'll see that person's profile. Okay. Then we have the career history, their reportees, the department that they're in, their leave information, their attendance, their time logs, timesheets, jobs, files, a lot of the same info. And this is because I am higher in the hierarchy. I can see all this information. Of course, you can limit the information that people see when they log in, especially for others. You've got the department tab. Okay, if you had multiple, you could drill down. Projects. This is a project that I have set up in this demo site. If I wanted to switch between projects, I would do that here over to the right. But this is the only one in here right now, so that's why it automatically comes up. You have how many people are assigned to the project, the description, the project cost, the name of the project. You've got a feed section just for the project. If I want to communicate with other people who are also working on this project, we can collaborate here. We have the performance. This is how many hours were estimated for this project. So far, 30 minutes have been logged. Those 30 minutes are billable, and then it's in progress. You can see the list of people who are working on the project, and then time that has been logged. I entered the estimated hours. Isabella has worked 30 minutes. And then you have a little weekly report down at the bottom. If there are multiple jobs under this project, those would be here. We can add a job here. Then we have the users and then any attachments. Going back here, we can see over to the right, you've got some summary information. You've got active jobs, overdue jobs, top 5 contributors, least 5 contributors, and then top busy bees. Let's move on to the team list. Just a list of the team members, some of their information, or all. If there are any disabled employees or inactive employees, you can see those as well. The HR process, this is the request that was submitted for the employee Olivia, requesting a department change, or excuse me, I believe it is a designation change. Okay, click on that and see. Then we have the approvals need to, either approve or reject that request. All right, that is the team tab. We're going to take a little pause for a second. If you have any questions at all throughout this, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. And then also don't forget, we do have the community if you'd like to jump in there and ask questions. I would love to see you there. But next, we're going to go over the organization tab. So brace yourself. It's a lot of info, but again, I'm trying to present it in a way that makes it as simple as possible so that you don't feel overwhelmed. The organization tab. We're going to see all the information for the organization. First, we come to the overview where we see the logo and the name of the organization, as well as the location, the website. Any quick links would be here. These are all of the services that we have here in Zoho People. As you can see, there's onboarding, attendance, performance, all of the things that you would need to be able to track. As we click on each of these, it's just going to give us a list or an overview. So we've got onboarding, we've got the candidate view, which is all of the candidates that have gone through the onboarding process. Here's attendance. This is mine for right now. You can see that I've only worked an hour and 30 minutes. And yesterday I was late by 3 hours and 54 minutes. We've got overtime. That's listed here, and then your shift. I have a shift from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. here in the demo. Okay. For my team, I can also see that information right here. I can see that Clarkson and Isabella are both logged in, hence the green here. If they're not logged in, it'll look like this. Right now, Isabella has been logged in for 2 hours and 20 minutes. She was late by 50 minutes. Going back, Clarkson, he has a couple days where he was absent on Monday, Tuesday. He was here Wednesday, Thursday. You can see his check-in and check-out time and the hours he worked. Then today, he was late by 1 minute, has been working for just a few, let's see, maybe 3 hours. That's his overtime view and his shift view. So for your team, you can click on each of their profiles or these icons here to view their information. And then this will give you everyone's shift, everyone that reports to you. We can see that Isabella's shift is different than the others. All right. Under organization, we also have an announcements tab. This is going to give us all of the announcements that have been posted that I can see. And you can also add announcements from here. Policies would be here. The employee tree, I can see there are 15 people. We've got 10 under Lily, 2 under Andrew, 2 under Ember, and then Ethan has 3. You can drill down on each one of these. If they don't have anyone, then it will look like this. We've got the department tree. So each department, it'll show you how many people or all of the individuals that are under each of those departments. And then the directory. This is HR, IT, management, and marketing. Birthdays. We see that she has a birthday today on February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day and birthday to her, my fictitious team members. New hires, we've got 3 of those. You can send them welcome notes, which is pretty cool. And then the calendar for the organization. We still have a lot more to go through. Hang in there, guys. We're going to next go to these little tabs over here to your left. Here's the onboarding tab. We're about to see a lot of the same information that we've already seen before. We again see all of the candidates listed, time off. These are all of the holidays. This is the list of all of the people that report to me, where I can click and see their time, any time they've used, any time they have left, the holidays, and past holidays. Here are their balances and any requests. So for me, I have my information, my leave balance, my requests, and my shift. If I click on team, I can click on each person to view that same information. And then holidays is just the list of all holidays for this year. You can go back to previous years as well. Attendance, this is my information, my attendance summary, showing me all the same info, the overtime, the shift, and then if I click on team, I'll see the same information for the individuals that are under me. Timesheet, my time logs, my timesheet, jobs, projects, job schedule, team, click on the person, can see that same information. So hopefully you kind of get the idea of how this is all laid out, and that it doesn't feel overwhelming once you kind of understand the layout. Performance is where you can input, as a manager, KRAs, key result areas, skill sets, competencies, and you can assign them to the entire org, department, or I think designation. These, I have weighted them at 20% a piece for a total of 100% on these competencies. So these are all assigned to, I believe, the entire organization. Skill sets, there can be as many skill sets as you need, and then you would apply them to the roles that you would like to apply them to. So for example, let's see, Zoho customization would be applied to someone in IT. Analytics and reporting as well. But some of the other skills may be applied to marketing, like social reporting and analytics. And then the KRAs, again, can add up to 100%. I have 4 of them at 25% each. These you will decide, well, you can use whatever you're currently using right now for your company as your KRAs and or competencies, or you can, just recreate them or create them from scratch. Whatever you decide those are, they will be input and they can be applied to the organization, department, designation, or location. I can't do much here. It does make me verify my identity. So I haven't explored the compensation section very much. LMS, the Learning Management System, this is where you can put trainings, courses, things that you would like for your team to take. So let's say you have new employees that are onboarding. You can create courses and or learning plans that will include multiple courses, and you can assign them to, let's just say, new employees or the IT department. This is very useful, not just for onboarding, but to keep all of your employees updated and certified and all of those great things. So if you want, you can assign certificates of completion for each of the courses that they complete. Now we're not going to go into the details of LMS. I could probably do a video on that alone. If you want more information, if you want me to show you LMS, leave it in the comments and let me know. Just talk to me, let me know. Then, but for now, I'm just going to give you a quick overview. You can add courses, learning plans that can include courses. This is a notes section, assessments, skills, again, that same list of skill sets. Then learning competencies. All right. For the team, I'm trying to see if I entered anything for, I don't think I assigned any courses to anyone, but if I did, when you click on that person, you would see their courses listed. This is the catalog of all courses and learning plans. There's a calendar and then a section called moderation. Okay, let's move on. Next, we have the files. This is where, again, I showed you that I have my own files that I uploaded that only I can see. If someone were to share files with me or my role, and then if I go to team, I can do the same. I can see the files for each team member. Click on manage, and then you can manage those here. Okay, after files, we've got employee engagement. This is the survey that I had set up. I put it under the wrong section, but for example, we have the NPS type surveys and then engagement surveys. You can choose which you'd like to create and then create those. Cases. This is where questions can be raised. Right here we have a request or a case opened by Isabella. She has a question about FMLA. So I can go in, open her question, see what her question is, give her an answer. These are the open cases. These are all cases. HR letters. Got letters that you can add or records that you can add. Travel, where you can request or people can request travel. So we can see Isabella requested travel for June, 3 days. And then travel expenses would be here. These are tasks. I have a couple of tasks that I've entered for myself. These are only for me to see. And then I've got where some different views here, and then also checklists. Okay. Now here is part 2 of this video. I promised you that I will give you an employee view. So I am logged in as Isabella right now. I can see right here that Isabella or Izzy has been logged in for 2 hours, 32 minutes and counting. Here is the person, me, that she reports to, and then other department members. When she logs into MySpace and overview, this is what she sees. Again, the same tabs, but only information that is to her, includes her, or her information. So I'm not going to go into the details of all of these, but you get an idea. So right here you can see she took 4 days of FMLA. Her attendance is here. When she does log her time, it's here. Like she logged those 30 minutes for the Citrus Star project, job A. Her timesheet will be here. We may go into more detail in the next video on how to submit timesheets. And then this is where we've got 40 hours estimated and 30 minutes worked on that project. For her files, HR process, meaning, if she had any requests, and then her career history and so on. Her dashboard, again, is going to give her all the same information, and then her calendar will show her everything that pertains to her. So this is her schedule. For under team, she will still see the department wall. Anything that is to her department will show here, and then any groups that she's in, and then surveys that are assigned to her department. She will only see a list of everyone plus the data that you choose when you set this up to share with, from employee to employee or peer to peer. Here are the projects that she's assigned to. Again, she would be able to switch between projects here. And then these are her peers and any approvals that she has submitted for. And then under organization, she'll see an overview of the whole org, the modules that she has access to. But when she clicks on this, she will only see her own information. She won't see any files unless they've been shared to the whole department or organization. And then location is where she physically sits. Here are the announcements and policies: employee tree, employee list, department tree, department directory, birthdays, new hires. So she can see all of that. And then she has all of the same icons over to the left. We've gone through some of these already. But again, she will see her own information. She can see this is the feedback that I left for her, the reward, her timesheets, and if she had tasks and checklists. All right. I'm going to stop right there, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I appreciate, you just being interested in learning more about Zoho People. I enjoy doing this. So if you guys have any requests of things you'd like for me to walk through or show you or teach you, leave it in the comments and let me know. It would be my pleasure. We've gone through Zoho People as an employer/manager and as an employee. I really hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, let me know. Just leave it in the comments. It just encourages me to keep making these videos. And then also, if you have any requests, if you have things that you would love for me to teach or walk through, leave it in the comments and let me know. That gives me some ideas for new videos and content that you guys need. I want to serve you and I want to teach you all the things that you need to know and not just based off of what I'm interested in. So please do subscribe and follow and turn on your notifications. All right, guys, until next time.